What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year's. This is Sports Against the Grain. Welcome to my channel. Shout out to my cousins. They know who they are. They subscribed on my last video with the Eagles and the Raiders a couple weeks ago. I went with them along with my girlfriend, her niece, her nephews, her brother, his wife, and her mama to the Clippers game last night between the Utah Jazz and them. The Clippers defeated them 118 to 101. I was actually sitting up in the nosebleeds, and I tell y'all, man, if y'all ever want to go to a Clipper game and save some little money, see a trash team like the Jazz play, tickets only anywhere from 25 to $50 in nosebleeds on the average night. But yeah, the crowd was live, man. It was a great atmosphere. It's my second time going to a Clipper game. This game was really, really weird. The Clippers, I believe they led 17 zip to start the game. So the Jazz were shorthanded. The Clippers didn't really take them seriously. Their entire starting five, except Bryce Sensabaugh, if I said that right, were out. So Keontae George, Ace Bailey, their star player, Laurie Marketing, and Nurkic. I don't know how to say his first name. He's foreign niggas. All four of them were out. The former star, NBA star Kevin Love was also out. And for the Clippers, Zubac is out for about 2 to 3 weeks. And they're also missing Boogie Bogdanovich. Both of them are out. And as we know, Chris Paul got sent home about a month ago. And Bradley Beal is out for the year. So not the typical Jazz Clippers game you'll pay to see, but the Jazz started pushing it in the second quarter. They caught life. They outscored the Clippers 33-22. And in that third quarter, early in the third quarter, they ended up taking the lead. Because in that second quarter, they were getting back in the game. And in third quarter, they took the lead. And I believe the Clippers' biggest lead was 21 or 22 points. So they smoked a 21, 22 point lead, and they let these guys get back in the game and had a slight lead. But then in the fourth quarter, Kawhi Leonard just took over, man. The Clippers caught flame. They had hit at one point like midway through the fourth to like the last 3 or 2 minutes of the game. They hit like seven straight threes, and Kawhi had four of them straight himself. And he had another monstrous game, man. He dropped 45 points, 16 of 29 from the field, 6 of 16 from downtown, excuse me. And James Harden chipped in with 20 points. He was 5 for 14, 7 assists, only one turnover. And Nicholas Batum chipped in with 14 off the bench. Derrick Jones Jr. had 10 off the bench. Kobe Sanders, 10 off the bench. And for the Jazz, shout out to Bryce Sensabaugh, the only starter. He finished with 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And Isaiah Collier, the former USC Trojan, he had a double-double. He had 16 and 10, but he had 5 turnovers. The player of the game for the Jazz was Kyle Anderson, though. He had 22 points off the bench, didn't even attempt a three-pointer. Everything was a straight mid-range with this guy. We call him slow mo, and he was playing. It's just crazy to see somebody like him in person play. Like, he's just so slow, but he's very patient. He's about 6'10", 6'11", can get to his spots. He can do whatever he want, man. These NBA players are talented. Yes, the Jazz and the Clippers, they've been trash, but I'm telling y'all, to see these guys play in person is amazing. Love it or hate it. Hate it or love it. And one thing I want to say about Kawhi Leonard, he's a fuck nigga. He's a bitch ass scammer. Excuse my French, man. Great player, but he's a snake, man. I feel like he probably has something to do with getting Chris Paul cut from the team, arguably the greatest Clipper ever. He's a mobile cat, IE cat. I show him love as a basketball player, but I just think he ain't shit, man. He had a great game. He's been on the tear lately, man. I just had to get that off my chest, man. So he dropped 45 on New Year's Day last night. On the 18th, oh, I'm sorry, the 28th, he dropped 55 against the Pistons. And on the 23rd, he had 41 against the Rockets. The Clippers are on a 6-game winning streak right now. Are they alive? Are they back? Is Kawhi Leonard finally gonna play, or is he gonna find a reason to sit out? Is he gonna get paid on the table with Steve Ballmer? You know, like, does he want to play? Is he gonna sit out? Is he hurt? Is he faking injuries? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, James Harden, he had a good game, man. He was efficient. He was inefficient shooting, but he only had one turnover. And for all you James Harden fans out there, check out my video. James Harden should come off the bench. I got that tagged in the description, man. Um, the Clippers right now are looking good. They're 12 and 21. They're in 11th place. They're only a game and a half out to playing. The Jazz are tied with them. They're both 12 and 21 now after this victory by the Clippers. I still think James Harden should come off the bench. Yes, he's having a greater season than he's had the last couple years, but 12 and 21 doesn't seem like a championship contender, man. and they're older. Like, James Harden's what, 35? Kawhi, was he like 33, 34? Like these guys are older now, man. They're the oldest team in the league. I think second oldest, trailing Golden State. Do you really think these guys are serious? They had an impressive victory against the Pistons in this winning streak. I'm not taking anything away from them. They're rolling, man. Let's see if they could beat Boston tomorrow on Saturday. And they're probably going to be Golden State on the 5th. They play the Knicks on the 7th in New York, and then they go to Brooklyn to face the Nets on the 9th, and then the Pistons again, Detroit on the 10th. Can they get 3 out of 5? Can they continue this win streak and go, 3-0 on our next road trip after they face Boston and Golden State at home? This team, man, if they don't make the playoffs this season, I think they got to break this team up, man. They got to find a way to move Kawhi Leonard's contract. James Harden, in my opinion, he's very expendable. He's still a great player at his age. I just think, both of these guys, it's over, man. It's over. I don't think the Clippers are gonna do much better. I can honestly see them being a playing team, or maybe they can creep up the 7th or 6th place. I believe Kawhi is averaging 28 a game this season. Yeah, he's averaging 28 and a half points this season. He's not ranked as far as the scoring leaders because he's slightly below playing the amount of games he needs to qualify. James Harden's averaging 25.9 a game, sorry, not seven. 7.5 assists, 3 point, or I said 7.5 rebound. I'm tripping, man. All right, James Harden's averaging 25.9, 4.9 rebounds, 7.9 assists. This isn't bad for somebody his age, but I think he needs to average more assists like he's known to do in recent years. But the Clippers are short-handed. They're short stacked right now. And it's strange, man. Like I just feel like I just feel like a player of Chris Paul's caliber shouldn't be disrespected like that on the farewell tour, man. The media doesn't really talk about it like that no more. I don't think they're going to bring him back. Why would he even want to come back? This team doesn't have a killer instinct, man. If you have a 17-0 lead against the Jazz and blow it, and then you come back and have this heroic fourth quarter, that's not a championship contender, man. But the game was fun. We got free hats. It was a great vibe out there in Inglewood. Shout out to the Inglewood people, man. I was out there for that Eagles Chargers game a couple weeks ago. City of Champions, man. Much love. Until next time, this is Sports Against the Grain. Like, share, subscribe if you want real sports, uncut, raw content. I'm out.